is based on that, in theory, that they may be able to get some goals this afternoon. Molynes with their starting roster: Harrison in goal, Janoy Williams, Tyrese Winter, Taraj Andrews, Jeremy Nelson, Damian Thomas, Janoy Cunningham, Javon Brown, Shamaria Dennis, and the two men looking for goals this afternoon: Jason Wright with 8 goals and Nicholas Nelson with 4 goals. You're almost guaranteed to see one of them or both of them scoring based on Molynes' form in recent weeks.
Yeah, as I said, 12 goals between them this season. 4-4-2 is what the Molynes team will play. And yeah, those two, the chemistry booming and getting better by every match. Of course, brother of Nicholas, Jeremy, tends to join the attack as well. He also has 3 goals on the season. So yeah, looking good going forward.
There's the Dunbeholden starting roster. 3 changes to the team that drew 0 with Waterhouse last week. Okemo Jones, Romain Bars and Peter McGregor in the starting roster at the expense of Fabian McCarthy, out for the remainder of the season with a leg fracture. Chevon James and Rowan Brown also not making this starting roster. And highlights for this one: Cobble Banton in charge. Number 8 Dunbeholden up against number 9 Molynes. And it's Molynes putting the pressure on early. Dunbeholden responding here with Peter McGregor getting a start this afternoon. Does well to get into the box here, but his shot goes to the near post and is unthreatening. Jason Wright trying to turn to set himself up some room here. Left-footed drive on goal by Andrews, off target. And Robinson goal for Dunbeholden appeared to have had that one covered. Peter McGregor opting to play the ball across there instead of going for the left-footed drive. And here's where the first goal comes from. Thomas brings down Barnett. No hesitation from referee Banton to point to the penalty spot. And Thomas gives up a penalty here, which Ricardo Thomas hits powerfully left-footed into the far corner. And Harrison in goal for Molynes has absolutely no chance. 3 goals on the season, that for Ricardo Thomas. Barnett with a fancy heel pass to McGregor, but McGregor can't get the proper right-footed shot off, and disappointment for him there. Here's where the second goal comes. Barnett being challenged here by Damian Thomas. Handles the ball, he does. Referee doesn't spot it. Referee spots the foul on him by Damian Thomas and awards another penalty. And again, it's Ricardo Thomas, this time right-footed. He scored the first one with his left boot. Both of them firmly struck. And Dunbeholden in front here by 2 goals to 0. And here's one of the bigger moments of the match. A red card to Janoy Cunningham, who was already on a yellow card, showing dissent, and then the challenge for that ball. So Molynes short-handed, down to 10 men for the rest of the game. McGregor turning this one across, and Dean Andre Thomas, substitute coming on in second half, fails to slot this one home right-footed, just doesn't get a hold of the shot properly. He misses another opportunity here, Dean Andre Thomas, on the near post, and he is disappointed. Here comes Sean Livingston, who came on the second half with a right-footed drive. Dunbeholden keeping the pressure on here. Fletcher, second half substitute to Barnett. Thomas does really good work here on the far side. His cross met by Peter McGregor, who scores his first goal of the season. Look at the work here by Dean Andre Thomas, not only to keep that one in, but sliding the cross inside. And McGregor reacts quickly and snatches the shot into the roof of the net. And his teammates are happy. Odain Samuels congratulating Peter McGregor. 8 goals last season, but no goals so far this season until today. And here is Molynes keeping this game alive. Powell unable to get rid of that ball. Good exchange of passes here between Jason Wright and Nicholas Nelson. Nelson strikes his 5th goal of the season and brings Molynes back with a chance here. Jeremy Nelson with a right-footed strike from the spot from about 25-26 yards out, just over the top. The game ends, Dunbeholden winning 3-2 over Molynes. Shots attempted on goal by Dunbeholden, 7 on target, Only 7 attempted on goal by Molynes, 2 on target. 25 fouls in the match, Dunbeholden with 13 of them. There were 3 yellow cards each and 1 red card for Janoy Cunningham from Molynes. 5 corners forced by Molynes, 3 corners forced by Dunbeholden. Dunbeholden having more ball possession at 60%. And the statistic at the top, the most important one, Dunbeholden breaking a 3-match winless run, 3-2 over Molynes.
Ricardo Thomas, another big performance for you, wearing the captain's armband. How much of a responsibility is that for you as a Dunbeholden captain?
Sure.
How much of a responsibility is this for you to be wearing the captain's armband for Dunbeholden?
It means a lot to me. It's a bunch of young guys there. I have to lead because more experience. Yeah.
Last season you weren't able to get on the score sheet. You've had, what, 4 already this season, 2 from the penalty spot, 1 with the right, 1 with the left. Talk to me about that kind of flair. Was that planned?
Not really say plan, but it's after training ground. I practice with my 2 legs every day in training whenever I'm kicking penalty.
Is it even? Which one you think is a stronger foot?
Left.
The left foot. And talk to me about this win for Dunbeholden. How important is it, especially to get into the playoff spots?
It's a massive win for the team. We came here for the 3 points and we get it. So looking forward for the next one.
All right, Ricardo, congrats on your leadership, congrats on your goals, and all the best to you and your team going forward.
Thanks much.